I'm Terrydavidmulligan, and this is Mulligan Stew on the CKA Radio Network. It's also the Mulligan Stew podcast, and annoyingly, the Terrydavidmulligan YouTube channel. I have on the screen with me. I have just great friends from so many memories come blowing through my mind here. But you can see the names there. But there's Tommy Hooper, there's Kevin Kane, there's Chris Hooper. What I don't know is where everybody is. No, who's on South Spring?
Me.
Well done. I have a proposal for you.
Yes.
I'm going to get you into radio. Okay.
Yeah.
The radio station coming to South Spring. We're building it. The transmitter's going up. We've been working on it for 2 years. CHIR. You should be doing a radio show from your home once a week.
Yeah. You know what? I did a radio show like 10 years ago with the old version of that station.
Well, this is a new one, and I think I have to convince you. Of course, I can't. You're not going to jump up and down. Chris, where are you?
Kelowna.
Wonderful. You've come full circle.
I sure have. Yeah.
Kevin, you?
I'm in Nova Scotia.
That's right.
Nova Scotia?
How could I forget that? All right.
Yeah, but half over already, and you guys are just waking up.
I know.
Oh my God.
This isn't so.
Hey, wait a sec.
What do you got?
How does that work? You're in a different time zone?
Yes. Like China.
Well, it's 8:30 in the morning here, of course. And I think this is I'm kicking my ass for not doing this sooner, because I think about you guys, your music, your place in music. I think about it quite a lot, because I attached myself to you the way I did. Somebody sent me the walk around Kelowna doing Much West. Was that Chris?
Yeah. I wasn't sure, how long it's been since you've seen that.
I've never seen it.
Oh, really?
I have never seen it. And
wow.
and I kept saying to myself, shut up, let them talk. But anyway, it was the way Much worked those days. It was all just one giant garble, but I enjoyed it. I watched the whole thing this morning, which is why I'm late coming to the screen.
Oh, great. Yeah.
What anniversary is this for you? I've seen 32, 35, 37, 40. How many? What is it?
Lots of anniversaries.
30, there's too many.
40th anniversary of our first EP, and I think we first started playing together 46 or 47 years ago.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I guess it would be, what would the anniversary be of the first gig we did? Was it when Chris and I were in grade 9, Tom was in grade 7, so that would have been
1979, wasn't it?
Yeah, so 45 years ago, it's the first time we played together on stage.
Was this the Kill Pigs era?
No, this was even before that.
Yeah, I think we were called Feedback for that one gig.
Okay.
Yeah, we could never just select. We couldn't settle on a name. Every time we played, we went, let's try this name.
I'd like to think the names got better.
Yeah.
Here's what I want to celebrate, because it really is a celebration. I'm not modeling looking back over it. I want to celebrate the fact that we are all upright and breathing.
Yes.
Yes, you can't presume ever that that's going to happen day in, day out. But as I know, we've all lost friends along the way, and me especially. And I just love the fact that I can still play your music. I can believe in it. I love the harmonies. I love the music that you made. I, of course, being self-sufficient, would encourage you to make more, but that's a whole nother thing. I'm just happy that you've found each other, that you're friends, and that you're going on stage. And we'll talk about that tour in just a second. And I just want to confirm, just for the audience, because I'm recording now, Kevin, you're still a member of the Pikes?
Yeah. And
there's Pikes dates coming?
Yeah, we got some stuff in August and in October. But Dawn will post it onto the website. I have some of it on my calendar, but it's somewhat incomplete.
How'd you guys like the when you first heard it and saw them, the concept of the Trans-Canada Highwaymen redoing hits from the past with passion and vigor, with Mo Berg on drums. You like?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a cool idea and cool people involved in that too.
I suggested that they cover Grapes, by the way, for Volume 2. I don't know
Good
which
suggestion.
Song, I don't know which song, but they all said, yeah, okay, absolutely, absolutely. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. It's been quite a success.
Better.
I'm on Vancouver Island. I'm in Mill Bay, and I know that the Filberg Festival is coming the August 3rd. Have you played the Filberg in any capacity? Been there?
No.
It's
I
very,
don't think I've been home before either.
you're
Have
in
we?
a park. You're surrounded by trees. It forms a canopy, so to speak, around the audience. It's perfect for you guys. Perfect for you and your music, and you're going to love it. So the Filberg, for just a second, because you're outdoors, is beautiful. Does that change anything about the set? Where you're playing, that it's not a club or a mini arena or something? And how much does the set list change?
I don't think the location affects the set too much. And if it's a inside boiling hot venue, then it might affect it, a little bit that way. But I don't know. We still get up and play the same rockin' show.
Okay, here's the thing, Kevin.
It depends on the length of time that we're playing, as well. Like if, some of the shows we've got coming up in the Maritimes, we're going to be doing 2 sets. So we'll be digging a fair bit deeper into our back catalog than we often get the chance of. Like when we're playing festivals, usually our set is between 40 minutes and 60 minutes.
You're doing 2 nights at the Carleton in Halifax.
2 afternoons, 1 night. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. So
Yeah.
is the afternoon set different from the night set?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I have talked to people who have tickets to all 3 shows. I would like to if we can, to vary each show by at least a couple of songs, because that people are definitely spending a fair bit of money to come see that show or those shows. So we should give them something a little different.
Well, they know we won't be back again for another 30 years, so they want to pack it in.
It's Mike Campbell's room.
Yeah.
Were you on Much East? Did you get to meet him during the Much time?
Nope. Not that I remember.
No, I don't think so.
Or I my audio for a second. I missed that last question.
Oh,
Stay with me, buddy. Stay with me.
Continue.
You know what? Listen. They have these really cool stands now. And
Oh, wow.
What do you think of next? I can't believe it.
Yeah, high-tech stuff.
Mike, that's Mike's room. He's just returned to it. He badly damaged his back, and they welcome him back. Blue Rodeo was on set that night, and it's a perfect room for you guys. You're going to love it, just love it to death.
Yeah, I hear so many good things about that place.
been there a few times already. Yeah, and it's like a really great kind of built-in listening crowd. It's funny, like first time I met Mike, he acted like, I guess he just assumed we'd met before. But anyway, it's nice that he acts like he knows me.
He writes incredible reviews about you guys. August the 15th, Charlottetown. August the 16th, Moncton. 17, 18, Halifax. One of the shows, if not all of them, are sold out.
But the first 2 are, and the third one's almost sold out. Yeah.
September 26th, Sherwood Park. How big is that room? Remind me. I haven't been in it in a while.
It's a theater, right? It's a theater, I think.
All right.
It's a really nice theater too. It's the way the balconies are and whatnot. You feel like you're quite close to the stage, no matter where you sit. It's really, and it sounds great. I played there once before with Pikes.
Okay.
Yeah, we can always ask Kevin on a venue because he's played every venue. I go, hey Kevin, what's the story in that theater? He goes, yeah, I played there last year.
Where's the bathroom?
I'm just thinking the Pikes are going back to play the same room. Will you just leave your gear there, or are you going to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
September 27th, Vernon. and September 28th, Penticton, going fully around Kelowna.
Yeah, I now that I live here again, I can't have this happening. Can't have the band rolling into town. It'll look bad for some reason.
What do you know about the Dream Café in Penticton?
Kevin?
Well, I've played there once before and I've seen a few shows there. It's an intimate room with really great sound. The stage is kind of shallow and wide, so we'll look great on it.
Yep.
And because we'll just be in a line. And that one, the last I checked, there were 3 tickets left, and this was last week. So assumedly it's sold out now.
Oh, it's fantastic. I mean, the booking on that room is spectacular.
Yeah.
Whoever's doing that, I congratulate them. Fantastic. Okay, so we got those dates. Did you add any more dates? Did we get all the dates covered?
That's it?
Okay.
That's it. Well, for this year, then we've got a show February 28th in Burlington, Ontario, and it's going to be Grapes and Pikes at the theater there.
Did you say Grapes and Pikes?
Grapes and Pikes, yeah, together.
Oh,
We like to do a grapes and then a little N with the apostrophe. And go grapes and bikes.
Salt and pepper.
that's cool. I like that. Has that happened before?
Yeah.
Yeah, at a festival.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we did a casino with them too somewhere. I think Alberta.
We did a casino in Regina with them many years ago, and we also did and I'm saying them, I mean because I wasn't playing
And Calgary, right? One in Calgary, I think.
and Saskatoon.
Oh, okay.
Once. And we did one of those, what's that one in Barrie? The big Much Music.
The Canada Day thing.
Yeah, we did a Canada Day thing.
That's right. 1990.
Yeah.
A couple of quick questions here. I don't mean to touch raw sensitive nerves because I don't know. How does the music hold up?
Amazingly.
Oh yeah.
The music's great.
Well, I know the music's great. I'm just saying you're the one.
We sound great, we play great, the songs are great, they're a lot of fun. I mean, we should be playing massive shows in front of tens of thousands of people, honestly. I think we're at a real high point.
Yeah, and and at the shows, like, it's pretty cool to see the reaction. People are like, "Oh, that's my favorite song." No, that's my favorite song. Oh, I can't believe you played that. That's pretty satisfying after 40 years.
Hey, Tommy, what some of us forget is that people's memories are tied to those lyrics, those chords, those moments that they discovered your songs, whether they were in their bedroom by themselves or in front of the stage. The memories go with it.
Yeah, that's the great thing, well, for us and for our fans, everyone, so many people have these stories about, tying us to all these, their first date or this or that, or I met my wife, maybe listen to your records, that's a great feeling. I mean, obviously your music really touched people.
And I'd say too, what you said about, whether they were alone. I think a lot of our listeners were alone. When you compare it to other bands, our music was more sort of solitary, introspective kind of stuff. So yeah, a lot of people will tell us that, these songs got me through this or got me through that or whatever.
Yeah, it was not like, their party days. It was their low points.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, but come on out and relive it.
Yeah, come and cry at our show.
Now, you may have seen this or come across this, but there is a huge in size file on Spotify. And it's an album called The Great Canadian Long Weekend. And it goes on forever. I mean, you scroll, it just goes on forever. Do you know which of your tracks are on for
Tell us.
for Grapes?
Tell us.
You may be right.
That's a good one.
I think Oh, no, hold on a second. Yeah, I was listening to another album called Brave New Wave Sessions, which I love. And the Fishing Tail was there. And that's when it went, wait a minute, we went fishing together. Um, Great Canadian Long Weekend. Peace of Mind.
Another banger.
Nice one. Yeah.
I threw in a Pikes. There's 3 or 4 Pikes as well. She Ain't Pretty, as you would expect. Kiss Me Fool. You May Be Right, Grapes. Actually, you know what? That's when I stopped looking because I realized it was going to take me longer than the interview to actually find the other titles. But really, when you look at it in its scope, the wealth of music that you were surrounded by was pretty good, man. Pretty good.
Yeah, there's
It was a good time for music, for Canadian music. Some people say it was one of the best times.
So you can't tell until you step back and have a look at it in context to say what we're hearing today. Do you hear bands today that draw you in?
silence on that one.
Oh no.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm a big fan of Absolute Losers from Charlottetown. Like probably my favorite record this year. Daniel Armano, I think, is really great. There's actually quite a few maritime bands that I like.
You better, because they might see you out there.
That's right.
And then you have to talk to them.
Dylan Ryan, who I think you guys would like a lot. His record sounds like it's straight out of 1981. It's kind of like a cross between the sound. It's like if the sound had a chorus pedal, you know.
Yeah, I was just talking. Oh, I was just talking to a friend the other day, sort of related to that, and we were saying it's really cool now. It's like bands are back.
Yeah.
Like there's all these kids that are in bands now, actually playing instruments and songs. And now I sound like an old man. They're actually playing, but it is. It sort of seems like there's a big resurgence again of kids playing live music. It's cool.
Tommy?
Yeah, well, of course, I'm going to plug my own kids' music. My 2 sons are in. Well, they have a band called Super Genius, and they're fantastic. Check them out on Spotify. But also, my son Shane is a drummer in a band called Pax, which are getting quite a lot of exposure around North America and Europe, and they're very groovy, cool band. Check them out.
I should mention Dirty Ribbons as well, another Canadian thing.
Okay. I shall go looking. That's one of the reasons why I asked. I need to know.
You've been writing it all down, haven't you?
Yeah. No, most of it's.
I could hear the
I'm
click.
recording everything, of course. But the thing is, I can play classic music. I can play the classics till I'm done. But that's not the point. The point is if you like the Dead, you'll like this young band. If you like Grapes of Wrath, you're going to love that band over there, and put them together. But so I'm trying to bridge. It's just too easy just to play classic rock. You have to keep looking and listening to the new music, otherwise you just get left behind. I learned the hard way.
Yes, a band called Real Estate. Of course, they're not totally new anymore. I think something from 2010 is new, but album out, and they sound exactly like the Grapes of Wrath, kind of from 1985. Fantastic.
That's just sit around and listen to them and go, sounds like us. This is cool.
You guys played the Winnipeg Folk Festival last year?
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, that was great.
Oh, here, yeah.
Wonderful. Did you see who they booked this year? Kingston Trio.
Oh,
wow.
Weird.
But I don't think any of those
I
guys are left. I think
I was going to say, I presume it's all the original members.
Kingston Trio. Booker T's playing Calgary this weekend, but he's bringing a whole soul review, like the whole Memphis Soul thing, Stax Volt. That's a show.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting you bring up Kingston Trio because I've been listening to this podcast about the history of rock music in 500 songs, and he's covered certain bands where, at times there were 100 versions of the bands out on tour at one time, none of them with any original members. It's just names keep getting used. And I always thought, like the Ink Spots and stuff, and I always thought that's so lame when I was a kid. But now you see it happening with so many bands, right? So many rock bands are out there and they don't have one original member. They've just got the logo.
Yeah, I mean that's funny because we've been talking about this quite a bit, and that's why, it says like on our ads, the original founding members. It's the three of us were the first three.
Has anybody been out there trying to be another Grapes?
That wouldn't be a good idea for many reasons.
But to that point, I think we are the longest running original member band in the world right now. Well, we are. Aerosmith don't have their original drummer. ZZ Top don't have the original bass player. Stampeder's bass player just died, and I think they were the only band who'd been around longer than us. We're in.
What about? Oh, I guess you can't. I guess you can't count U2 because.
Nope.
Yeah.
Drummer's not playing with them anymore, so.
That's right. Yeah.
So
well, this will be it.
Where's
throw this out. It's a challenge if somebody can figure out a longer running band. There has to be somebody.
Yes, there it is. A Trivial Pursuit question for everybody.
Yeah.
Here's an open question. What song plays best to the audience because you see the reaction, you're aware of it peripherally, and which one do you look forward to hitting and very proud of? Tom.
I don't know. I think what was going through my head is always a favorite because the crowd always sings along. Everyone seems to know the words, and it's a personal favorite of mine.
And it's a great song.
Oh,
Chris?
I got a lot, but I'll say you may be right. Just for me personally, it feels really good to play that song on the drums.
Damn, that's good. That's a great answer. Thank you. Give the drummer some. Kevin?
Yeah.
Well, Peace of Mind does okay. I think All the Things I Wasn't is the one that gets the reaction. I'm always surprised when I hear video of it and I realize that everybody's singing along because I'm kind of unaware of that because I sometimes have my in-ear monitors or I've got earplugs in, so I'm just doing my thing. But yeah, that one and then what was going through my head are kind of the 1-2 punch off of Now and Again, and that kind of seems to take people right back.
I can tell you the day that I played, I saw the video for All the Things, that beautiful circle. Was it 2 minutes and 12 seconds? How long was it?
2:17, if I can be exact, I think.
Time to come around full circle. Anyway, I said to myself and anybody who listened, they did it. They did it. This is incredible. The video was just a whipping cream on the end of a straw because the song in its composition is an absolutely perfect song. I wouldn't change a lick or note or nothing. It's perfect. And if you do nothing else as a band, you leave behind music that will stand the test of time that some other dork in a stall of an old barn can still play on the internet web machine.
Apparently, there have been some what is it, Sony Atmos done of that song and some other songs. So they're like, I think 0.1 surround sound. So I'm looking forward to hearing what our stuff sounds like in surround sound.
Yeah, I heard the Atmos mix of that the other day.
Yeah,
just on headphones though, and they weren't true like Atmos was supporting headphones, I don't think. Okay. But you could hear a difference. It sounded interesting. There was a few things that were kind of more in your face, spatially, which I guess is the point of Atmos.
Okay.
It was really interesting. Yeah.
Okay, I have a couple of questions here. They're just going to have wormed their way up. One is, any new music coming? Can we expect anything? Is there time or interest?
I think there's interest. It's just a matter of us. It's always a matter of us getting together. We all live in separate parts of the country, and so there's my excuse.
Yeah. Well, and also you guys. I mean, the thing is, Tom and Kevin never stop writing and putting stuff out. Like Kevin's put stuff out with the Pikes. Tom's done solo stuff. Many solo records, right? Like quite a few. And you guys, I mean, these guys don't stop writing.
We were talking about, trying to get an EP this year, and so we do have some songs started. Tom and I have, of course, had some file management issues in terms of getting 3 tracks to each other, and then we tried a few times and we kind of went and gave up on that. But I mean, we do have some stuff started, and we actually had kind of 4 songs want to get done. So
Well, what would
maybe
set it in motion?
money.
Yeah.
Money.
Well, the last record we did in 2012, it was a good experience. We just went in and blasted it off.
No.
We had
All in the same room.
a working budget. It was great.
Yeah. Aporia Records from Toronto funded the whole thing, and it was fantastic. We went out to Ontario and recorded in a barn with Daryl Newdorf, and it was a great experience and a great album.
And that did make the difference, where we could afford to be in the same place at the same time and spend 2 weeks just working on music.
Okay. You'll be doing that as you tour, but of course you're touring. Maybe backstage some songs can come together. And finally, will you do this again next year? Can we expect that this isn't these dates are a one-off? Last time, that there'll be a 2025.
I don't think we'll ever say last time, will we?
Nice.
No,
We-
exactly.
I mean, we already have 1 show for next year, so now will we need her more?
I saw that.
Yeah,
I saw that.
yeah. It seemed.
that
Sorry,
date
go ahead.
checking out there, February the 28th in Burlington at the Performing Arts Center. Yep.
Yeah.
It's probably already sold out. What is the website, please, for Grapes?
Who's
Chris?
gonna answer?
Oh, Chris does the site. Can you hear us, Chris?
I missed the question.
Oh,
Question
what's our
is-
website?
What's your website?
Oh, it's just grapesofwrath.ca.
There you go.
Yeah,
Instagram. There's a tree. There's all that stuff.
yeah. All that jazz is on there. People need to find info on us.
I'll leave you with the last a comment, more not a question. Is there anything you would like to say to the fans of Grapes, whoever they may be, whether they're the original fans or fans discovering you now? Just a message. And again, Tom, I go to you.
We're just looking forward to getting out there and seeing everybody again. We have so many old friends from all the years, playing, especially, well, not especially, but we haven't been to the Maritimes for like 30 years, and we're looking forward to seeing all our old friends, all our older friends.
Chris?
Yeah, come on out to the shows. Show up early. You don't want to miss one song.
I'm looking for heartbreak from you, Kevin Kane. Give me that message.
See us while you can. How's that?
Oh, that's good. That's a great bumper sticker too. See us while you can. Top of the poacher. Thank you for doing this, and thank you for being out there and then responding, and for Pete's sake, make some music.
Okay.
Well, thanks for having us, Terry. That was awesome.
Good. This is the first group interview we've done in I think 10 years.
Oh yeah, long time, eh?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You got the exclusive.
Thank
Yep.
you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye, boys.